Good morning, dear students. Today we will study about the Peninsular Plateau. After the Northern Plain, this is one of the most important features of Northern India, especially India. The Peninsular Plateau is a tableland composed of the old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. Means the feature Peninsular Plateau mainly composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks. It was formed due to the breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land. One of the distinct features of the Peninsular Plateau is the black soil area known as Deccan Trap. The most important feature of this Peninsular Plateau is the black soil. Black soil is very much good soil for the cotton production. And maximum area of the Peninsular Plateau are having only black soil. Now the plateau and its division. The whole Peninsular Plateau can be studied into two parts. First is the Central Highland, second is the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highland. The part of the Peninsular Plateau lying to the north of the Narmada River, covering a major area of Malwa Plateau, is known as Central Highland. The eastward extension of the plateau are locally known as Bundelkhand and Baghelkhand. My dear friends, the Narmada River, you can say it is the dividing factor of the Peninsular Plateau. North to Narmada River, we are having a Central Highland. Now, south to the Narmada River, that is the Deccan Plateau. It is a triangular landmass that lies to the south of the Narmada River. An extension of the plateau is also visible in the northeast, which is known as Meghalaya, Karbi Anglong Plateau and North Kachar Hills. So we can say the plateau is divided into two parts. One is Central Highland, that is north to Narmada River, and there is Deccan Plateau, south to Narmada River. Now we will study the eastern and western boundary of this plateau. The Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats mark the western and eastern edges of the Deccan Plateau. Sometimes it is asked make a distinction between Western and Eastern Ghat. It is given in 3 number and 5 number questions. So I am going to explain you about this also. Western Ghat, it is parallel to the western coast. You can easily understand western area. Western coast is Kerala, Kerala, Karnataka. That is the western coastal area of the India. There lies the Western Ghat. That is the western end of this Peninsular Plateau. Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast, and Eastern Ghats lie to the stretch from Mahanadi Valley to the Nilgiris in the south. It lies in the eastern side of the India. In the eastern side we are having the Tamil Nadu, Andhra. Okay. Second, they are continuous and can be crossed through passes only. The Western Ghats are very much continue, and it is they are having steep slopes also. And Eastern Ghats, they are discontinuous and irregular. They can be dissected by the river draining into the Bay of Bengal. You can see that in the map of India, several places they are cut by the rivers of India which flow into the Bay of Bengal. Western Ghat, they are higher than the Eastern Ghat. Their average elevation is 900 to 1600 meters. Eastern Ghat, their average elevation is 600 meters. Anamudi is the highest peak in the Western Ghat. It is wrong written. And Mahendagiri is the highest peak in the Eastern Ghat. So this was all about the Peninsular Plateau. I will send you one pic of Peninsular Plateau. Then you can easily understand what type of feature they are having. Thank you, student. This was all about the Peninsular Plateau.